Yeah, good morning, MarketChameleon.com. I'm Adam, that's Will. Sorry for the delay. What's up, brother?
Oh, man. Got a doctor's appointment today. I won't speak of specifics, but needless to say, I've been on medication that has me on the toilet rapidly.
Let's
So
just
let's make
say
this
Will's
quick.
going in for a colonoscopy, and they give you juice, and the juice
Uh,
clears you out.
I turned 50, and this is what life has become.
Oh, this is what life is about. Everybody, be careful out there. Will, why don't you pull up your screen? Option trading, much like colonoscopies, can be risky. You got to do your
Thank-
research. You got to do your research. That's what the Chameleon is for. Take care out there, everybody. We are not telling you what to trade. We're just giving you some ideas. Remember, if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button, tick that bell. Catch us live here every morning. And if you are on this Chameleon, thanks for joining us. Click the right-hand side, top right-hand corner. Click that subscribe button, and you can follow along with the data and analytics Will's going to show us today. What do you got, brother?
Well, going down the feed, Blackstone Group. Remember we talked about this last week?
Yep.
It's now up 9 days in a row.
Ooh.
It reorganized, and because it went away, it's going away from this limited partnership. Remember, the CEO was saying it opens up its shares to like twice as many potential investors. I mean, we're
Right.
talking institutional investors. I screened for options in there. Nothing really popped up. But the thing I wanted to talk about again was this KKR. When I read about this last week, what was interesting is that KKR also went through this
Yeah,
restructure.
we had talked about
So
both of them, right?
made these shares. I mean, it was up 1.5% yesterday, but the stock is still significantly lower when you compare this BX bounce. So, so just be aware of that. It is another option in that, and it's in the exact same space and the exact same reorganization. So, just something to be aware of. Next, this APC CVX deal. Uh, these, Chevron was proposed to acquire APC.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked at other players in the space. So one of the players in that space we looked at, this Occidental Petroleum, has stepped up and said they're willing to pay $76 for APC.
Ooh, bidding war. Who doesn't love a
Yeah,
good bidding war?
which has affected their stock today. And obviously, Anadarko is up another 9%. And there's still the public comment by OXY is that they were willing to pay $76 a share.
Mm-hmm.
So you see that's way above
Current
where
price.
it closed yesterday, obviously, and $6 above where it is now. The one thing
Now
I
tell me
looked at
what the risks, what the main risks are there. If they're saying that stock's at 70 right now, why wouldn't I automatically buy it? Because if it's 76, why not
it's a
automatically buy it?
mixture of stock, and so the acquiring company is going to give their company stock as well as cash. And so when the board looks at this and presented it to the shareholders end up voting on these deals.
Yep.
Because Occidental was involved in this process from the beginning, and they felt that their bid was better than Chevron's. But Chevron's probably in Anadarko's board's viewpoint was a better deal in the structure of it, the quality of the stock, whatever.
Right.
They felt it was a better deal, even though it was a lower price.
Gotcha.
Because it's not an all cash deal, right?
Right. Gotcha.
So you're going to have to receive the shares. So it's how do you view the other company, the acquiring company, the value of their stock over the long term. So all those things being said,
right. It's more complex.
It's going to be a little bit of a fight. I just looked at OXY from a bearish position. So I did a screen for the next 60 days. I mean, it's certainly down this morning, the pre-market, but it could continue to drift as stuff comes out. So in the short term, I would look to be bearish OXY myself. But, everyone's got their own opinions. And but there are opportunities with bearish debit spreads in there.
Nice.
Next thing I wanted to take a look at was, and we haven't done it in a couple weeks, was on the unusual option volume. And the first thing I was looking at.
Why don't you show people how to get there just so they can see?
You want to
Anybody
get there?
Know. What do
All
you
right,
click on to get there?
You click options and then unusual option volume.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. So the first thing I was going to show is some bearish opportunities. So I looked at high put volume plus price decreases, and Yum China showed up, Hershey showed up, Lumber Liquidators showed up, some bigger names in the space. Actually, TripAdvisor showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked first at Hershey, and it pains me to get short Hershey, but it is near a 52-week high. Why not take a look? So I screened for credit call spreads, take a bearish view of the market, 60 days, and there were quite a few credit spreads you could do in Hershey that gave you a short position with the theoretical edge we like, win rates, cushion if it goes against us.
So you're thinking this is the well, I don't know, the post-Easter malaise in Hershey.
It could be. Oh, nice look. Look at you making calls.
By the way,
that.
Jake chimed in on the chat. He said he gives some pro tips. He says the mix of debt / equity provided for a merger says a lot about what management thinks of their organization is worth. They go all stock means Oxy management thinks their equity is overvalued. That's interesting.
There you look at Jake throwing
bringing the heat. Good stuff.
Love
man.
that.
Good stuff.
So anyway, I just did a quick search. TripAdvisor also lots of opportunities to get short TripAdvisor with an interesting play that's been showing some bearish activity. The last one was Lumber Liquidators.
Did these guys get through all their financial?
Big one, and then it was a series of investor lawsuits.
Wasn't it full of cancer or something?
Well, it did. Lumber Liquidators resolves matters with the U.S. Attorney's Office, DOJ, and SEC.
So they have gotten through it. There you go.
So that was recently. Maybe not a good place to play a short. It's looks like it's bounced off its 52-week low.
Mm-hmm.
We have talked about with these lower interest rates. So like anything, be careful out there. There were some opportunities. So if you wanted to piggyback these put buyers, but now that I'm just visually looking at it a little bit more and talking it through, probably not a great play. I'm actually going to stay away from that one. But you can see how quickly you can search, and those are the bearish opportunities in Lumber Liquidators.
There you go.
If you did want to go from the bullish side, let's see if there are any bullish ones in Lumber Liquidators.
While you're looking that up, Jake says being at a 52-week high cannot be the sole justification to go short. If it's a momentum play, don't jump in front of a train. Been run over more than once.
Absolutely.
Got to be careful out there, man.
We talk about that quite often. And a great way to play the 52-week high and the moving freight train is with a spread, because you don't have to take the high price stock. You actually identify your risk. You can do them with downside cushion, return if the stock stays where it is, theoretical edge, win rates. You can do all those things with the spreads, which makes playing those stocks that are reaching 52 weeks highs that you think are going to go higher a nice way to play it.
Yep.
We'll speak of that. On the bullish side, I looked at high call volume with price increases. The two that jumped out at me were Campbell's Soup, which is not at its 52-week high, but pretty high. Let me re-bring that up.
So tell me, did you not eat yesterday? Was it one of these like fasting things? You have to fast for the day ahead of time?
I'm in bad shape right now. So you have
we may have to
Campbell's
cut
Soup
the show short, everybody.
with theoretical edge. The shorter the better today. Theoretical edge, win rates we like, downside cushion, percent return if the stock is flat. And YNDX, this was one that we talked about months ago when we were talking about China, but it was actually a Russian, Ukrainian, Belarus play.
Yep.
So it's in the tech space over there. And let's see that.
I love that. YNDX, can you go back to that? I just had to read that company profile. You talk about the most diffuse. YNDX develops advanced search technology and information retrieval services. What
I
is
think that's
that?
internet, right? I think that's internet service.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, dude, copywriting, it's not that hard.
Really?
Do
How
they
would you describe?
specifically believe that if you create copy that doesn't really explain what your company does, you have a better chance of selling shares? I mean, just by the confusion factor, do they truly believe that? It's insane.
Some may, some may.
Incredible. So what do you see in it? What do the numbers tell you?
Well, it's right there. I mean, as Jake was saying, right near its 52-week high. This people are coming after the calls. So if you want to ride this and not, pay the $36+ for the stock, you can play the options, take in a credit, and put it on with theoretical edge, win rates that are nice to see, downside cushion so the stock drifts. You still hold on to your money, and returns if the stock sits here, and if it goes higher, you're going to make more. So lots of choices in there. So
Nice, man.
last one was
Ooh,
Boeing.
Boeing again.
Nothing to show other than nothing on the. If you want to get bearish, there are no options to screen for. But if you want to
Wow.
get bullish, there's certainly some.
Wow.
They missed, not by much, but going forward, which is interesting. They are not going to make any forward-looking statements relative to earnings or revenue because there's so much uncertainty out there with this 737.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be an interesting conference call. Just watch it.
Ooh, is that today?
That's today, yeah. Earnings
Ooh. Yummy.
There you go.
Careful out there, man. Everybody head on a swivel. You can absolutely, like Jake said, get run over by a freight train. Be careful.
Any day.
Remember, everybody, click subscribe if you're on the YouTube. I call it the YouTube. If you're on MarketChameleon.com, click the link, top right-hand corner. Click that subscribe button. You can follow along with the data analytics that Will's using every day. Try free for 7 days. Love it. Will, take care, man. Good luck, brother.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day,
trading.
Chameleons.
Bye.